Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Quiet Car Daily Show. Basically, a daily little bite size, little news, topics, something I just feel like talking about. You know, shout out again for everybody that's been holding this down, and shout out to everybody that's been just kind of like commenting on stuff, just kind of interacting with the new show. Also, shout out to Michael. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina over the weekend. So shout out to, I love Charlotte. Love the Queen City. Love everything about Charlotte. It reminds me of Atlanta without the Atlanta. Okay. So it's like Atlanta without the Atlanta. Okay. If you know, you know. All right. But I was there for Collecticon. So shout out to everybody at Collecticon. And before we start this up, please, if you're listening to Apple Podcasts and or Spotify, please do a 5-star review on there and leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing here on here. And also, if you're listening to Apple Podcasts, you should be a big announcement. We have video on Apple Podcasts. So now we are officially more than just an audio on there. We also have video. So we're actually working on that with all the other podcasts and everything. So shout out to that. Also, football season's going to start. Week 0 is this weekend. I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely excited for next weekend because when Alabama plays, and also on here and let's see, Instagram, and especially TikTok. When it's our TikTok off, a lot of college football we're going to be talking about. Got a lot of NFL stuff we're going to talk about. Got a lot of fantasy stuff with the lineup code. We're definitely going to talk about. So shout out to Dr. Collectible for all that. But like I said, I was in Charlotte this weekend for Collecticon, and I've been traveling with Collecticon all year. It's really about the only show I really set up because it's just like it is a lot, especially traveling like that. But I'm definitely used to it. A couple years ago, I wanted to do like 30 shows in a year time, and I did get up to like 32, I believe. I did like 32 shows with that, and it was pretty cool because a lot of them shows were shout out to Atlanta because I remember going to like the Augusta show on a Saturday, and then I would go to, there was a Atlanta show. Oh, that's a DoubleTree. What was that? Oh my gosh! And I would do that like on Sunday. So shout out to everybody that's in Atlanta. But so at Collecticon in Charlotte. Now, the many times I did Collecticon, I'm there selling sports. Okay, you would definitely be surprised how well I do with definitely just raw, sports cars and everything. Because there's a market for it. Why is there a market for it? Because of this. People come to Collecticon and they think that it's a sports car show. Okay? They think that it is, yes, it says sports on the website. And yes, it does have like a Mickey Mantle on there. And it does say sports. But for all the people that listen to me, and you are going after sports cards, okay? For all the people that's out here listening to me, all my voice, here's the deal. I don't know where they're advertising it. It's a sports show. I don't know where information you're getting this from. They said it's a sports show. There's like 1,000 tables there. I'm the only one. We are the only table selling sports. That's like at a large capacity, like a lot of Raws, a lot of dollar cards and stuff like that. Just a lot of choices, I guess I'll say. A lot of other people. There's a few people that come to the shows and they will sell sports. Be like, I don't know, like 15 cards, and sometimes it'd be over like 500, stuff like that. So like the bigger cards we have. So we're just pushing out more volume than anything. But I've just been noticing over the last couple shows that a lot of people come to the table and they're shocked on, oh man, are y'all the only sports show here? Is this the only cars that sell sports? Or do they advertise sports? Okay, listen. To all my sports people out there, and this is what I'm trying to get at. If a show that you go to has con, C-O-N, on the last part of the show, so like Collecticon, like a TCG con, like a PokeCon, like a One Piece con, that means majority is TCG. Because there's not going to be a sports con, a football con, basketball con. It ain't going to be that. If it is, change your marketing. Okay? Now, I got home and I'm thinking like, okay, where you can't go on, especially Collecticon, you can't go on their website and go, you look at their website and immediately go, man, I can pick up some Deion Sanders here. I can pick up some Patrick Mahomes here. No. Now, granted, it does say sports on there. Okay? It does say sports. McDonald's sells a Filet-O-Fish sandwich. Okay? They sell a Filet-O-Fish sandwich, which is by far for me one of the best fish sandwiches ever. I don't care what nobody says. This is not the discussion I'm having. Okay, don't be leaving comments. I said what I said, and I mean what I said. But this is not the topic, so I don't hear nothing about no Filet-O-Fish in the comments. Okay, it's the best sandwich. Period. Deal with it. Okay. But I say that to say this: just because McDonald's has a Filet-O-Fish doesn't make it Captain D's. Okay. You can't go to McDonald's and go, man, y'all advertise fish. Y'all have fish on the menu. I'm trying to buy some oysters. I'm trying to get some oysters. Can I get some oysters? Y'all don't have oysters? Oh. So the thing is, I'm trying to tell y'all, listen. I don't know where they're advertising that they're because here's the deal. When I'm talking to people, I'm talking to people that's into, it's a difference when like, so we have two main customers coming to the table. It's the dad that brings the kids to the Pokemon event, did not expect to see sports cars there, and excited to see, oh my gosh, I can get a Jackson Dart, I can get a Lamar Jackson, I guess, something of that, LeBron James, something that's like $5 here, or I got a $1 box, here you go, right here. So he's looking through it, he's having fun. Do we have that customer? Okay. Then we also have the customer that goes, I bought a whole lot of cards, bunch of 50 baseball. I was trying to get rid of it because I thought this was a sports card show. Now, technically, you are correct, but it just says sports in there, and they have a picture on their website of a Mickey Mantle. And I think a Jordan card too. I think it's like all together, like a little, like, oh, look at me holding it. And it goes, woo, right? But it doesn't make it a sports card show. Now, this is more of an educational piece today. Okay? If it says con on the end of a sentence, okay? If I go to you, like Billy, if I go to Billy and go, man, I'm going to the TCG con, right? And then Billy goes, perfect. I got a couple of Jordans I want to sell. It might be a little harder to find sports in there because it's not a sports card show. Now, we sell sports. We're the only table that really sells the amount of sports. Yes. Is there other Is there other people? Yes. Shout out to Ryan. He's right behind us with a Weeb. He sells sports, and he's starting to really pick it up. Starting to pick up a lot of sports on there. But as the majority of the time, I mean, listen, are we like a 1%? Like maybe a little less than 1%? Because you have 1,000 tables. What's 1,000? Like 1%? And they're like, I don't know, what, 7? Something like that? I don't know. Somebody do the math for me. Put that in the comments. So it's like less than like 1%, right? Is it less than like half of 1%? Maybe. At 1,000 tables, we're the only table that really has sports. And there might be somebody else there. Like I said, shout out to Eric. And I usually see, like, I connect with dealers that they buy high-end sports. Like, I'm not buying kabooms. I'm not buying downtowns. I don't care how much I get it for. It's just that I just don't want it to sit. I rather have stuff that can just move at a volume. Okay? Do I buy expensive cars? Now, I'm under like a 300. Like, I feel like that's just, for me, it sells. I need volume gone. I'm buying cars that I can just sell at the show right now, because sometimes I have to fly in, so I have to just sell immediately as much as I can, and I got to control the volume. I've been driving the last couple shows, and it's been helping out a lot because we can just buy, and then we have to worry about, like, oh my gosh, is this gonna be over 50 pounds? Is Delta gonna charge me? I'm an Amex member. I'm a medallion. Okay, they still be charged now. Shout out to Delta. No harm, no foul. Don't take this. Just take this with a grain of salt, Delta. Okay, because I gotta fly out a couple weeks with Delta. So shout out to Delta. But other than that, it's like, okay, I go to the show and everything. Even if you show up to the show, I'm just gonna say this: no harm, no foul. You have to read the room. Just read the room, you know. And like I said, I don't know where people are seeing the advertising, because even when I see advertising, like, shout out to Chris Judge, it's like, you know, we're having voice actors. Like, that's part of the market. I've seen some of the marketing stuff. It's like, these are voice actors. It's like NBA players. Shout out to Grant Williams. He was there. Okay, he was set up. You know, but still not making a car show. So just remember this. Okay? I'm gonna flip it a little bit. Captain D sells chicken fingers. They don't make their Popeyes. Okay? You're not finna get a bucket. You're not finna get a family bucket of chicken at Captain D's. Okay? You're not finna get the extra crispy at Captain. You're not finna do it. Okay? So while you're there, you better take the chicken fingers or whatever you're gonna do. Little thing, like they're like chicken fingers. I don't know what they are. I don't order chicken at Captain D's. I order what they're known for. They order for fish. Same thing with Popeyes. I'm not ordering their shrimp. I don't care how good it is. I'm getting the chicken because they're known for the chicken. It's Popeyes chicken, not Popeyes shrimp. Okay? They just do shrimp because people be like, oh, we can't really eat chicken. Well, take your happy to Captain D's. Oh, if y'all have Long John Silver, shout out to Long John Silver's. It's just Long John Silver's a little dry. Okay, we don't have Long John Silver's here. We know better. Okay, Long John Silver's just a little dry. Okay, so that's why we don't have Long John Silver's here. Okay, and don't be in the comments. It's not the conversation. Do not be in the comments talking about which is better. Okay, that's not why we're here. Okay, please go to somebody else's page and put Captain D's a little Long John Silver's. Okay, so let me just end it like this. Remember this: if it has a con on the end of the name, it is most likely 99.99993% TCG. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot harder to find that Victor Wembanyama card in there. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But just end on this note right here. Y'all be safe out there. Collect, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.